Any particular types of stories?
I think the point you make about analogies is really good. So I think anything like that that you can use to illustrate a point, I think is really useful. Another type of story that I think is quite useful is when you're, as a leader or a manager, you're trying to encourage a type of behaviour. So say you want your team to focus on customer service. I think it's far better to tell a story about what really good customer service looks like, whether that's in your organisation or another organisation, but tell the story of that rather than having, you know, a sort of a set of things that you want people to be doing. It helps people to learn and move forward. And I think this is where telling stories about other people can be really useful. So it's almost less threatening and less scary to talk to a member of your team about, oh yes, something like this happened to somebody else, rather than being very directive about how you want them to change. So I think that is really great to have a bank of stories to look at those sorts of situations, you know, customer experience, engagement, these sorts of things. Definitely analogies to illustrate difficult points. And I think some of the stories that I talk to people about, particularly leaders and owners of small businesses, is about the story of your business. So to think about why it exists and how did you create it, and what was the problem that you were trying to fix when you set up this organization. You know, you as a leader, how did you get to the point you're at now, and what have you learned? So I think those kind of foundation stories for organizations are really interesting. And organisations like Dyson and companies like that do that really well. Talking about the process of how James Dyson invented his machines, it gives you an insight into the organisation and their purpose and why they're here.